Hi, my name is Kristen Devan, and I serve as campus minister at Maryville Preparatory School. So the third week of Advent is my favorite, and not just because my favorite color is pink, but because I love being reminded of the call to joy that the Lord gives us each and every day. Joy is not really based on our circumstances, although a lot of times we feel like it is. We feel joyful when things are going our way or we're doing something fun. We don't feel joyful when we feel disappointed or frustrated or irritated or are having a bad day. But really, joy is part of what makes us stand out as Christians, right? And I don't think it's accidental that it is the only standout candle on our Advent wreath, right? It's pink, it's bright, right? I think that that's reminding us that our joy should be so innate within us that it follows us in every circumstance, in every day, in every situation that we go through in life. In John 15, verse 11, Jesus says, "My joy may be in you and that my joy may be complete." Not just 3/4 of the way, not just halfway, filled to the brim, complete, which means everything we need in order to live a life of joy, we already have. That's part of God's image with which He created us. But that can be hard to do because life is hard sometimes. Sometimes it's not easy to have joy when we're going through things. And we're reminded of this in James 1. It says, "Consider joy in trials." Consider it all joy, even when we're experiencing trials. That's hard to do. How do we do that? Well, first by praying consistently. Every time we turn to God and give praise to God, no matter what our circumstances are, we're living a life of joy. Even when we are at our worst, at our lowest, at a really difficult day or season in our life, when we turn to God and give Him praise and say, "God, you have not changed, even though my circumstances have. Even though I'm not feeling good right now, you are still the same, and I can praise you in that, and I can honor you in that, and I can trust you to walk with me through this." That's joy. And we're called to be missionaries of joy, which means we're not called to keep that in joy inside, but rather we're called to give the others that joy, right? To share that joy. To people say, there's something different about them. What is it? It's the joy. It's living a life with the lens and the perspective of joy. So I invite you, this third week of Advent, the joyful weekend, how are you living lives of joy? Not based on what's going on in your world, not what's going right or wrong, but that joy that God invites us to have in our hearts. And how can you be a missionary of that joy?